Right, so he kind of did it. How did he do that? I can't even remember now. Those two, yes.
Dr. Clark's patient's records provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order. The killer definitely used
narrowed
it,
it down to two
explaining
people,
the fact that all
Franklin
the
or
victims
Flora
were
Gray.
former patients of the doctor. It is this fact that clears Cust once and for all, because he never had access to these records. So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cust was following him closely. Cust's highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis. The murderer was manipulating him. He systematically sent Cust to the towns where he was going to strike,
or she,
so that the suspicion would land on the poor man's shoulder.
That's evil. What sort of killer could have such a plan? And what would he gain from 3 completely different murders?
Indeed, it seems unlikely that the same murderer committed all the crimes. What should we take from that? There is not one murderer, but 3 accomplices, who all used the same scenario.
Do you mean that 3 murderers with quite different aims joined forces to create a smoke screen? Here's another question. Is it still
You're all
necessary
very well
to find a
informed
motive
for
each
civilians.
crime, and the one in Andover poses problem? Why was poor Mrs. Asher killed?
Indeed. It would be best to forget the theory. Just one murder was of benefit to the murderer. The others were just diversions. On reflection, there is only one conclusion. The murderer killed once out of interest, and twice to divert our attention. This reasoning points at 2 potential culprits.
Franklin, Clark,
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle. That's good thinking. Mr. Fraser may have killed Betty out of jealousy. Mr. Clark may have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
There we go.
He works for Court and Brunskill, one of whose clients was Sir Carmichael.
It doesn't prove that I went to Comeside.
You could have done it.
I'm so
and you may
lost
have
on
used
who's
the
doing it now.
opportunity to
He's
take a look
done a
at Sir
good job of
Carmichael's
hiding
records.
it. I take everything I've said
You
back.
think I'm guilty?
You or Mr. Franklin
Why
Clark?
not Flora Gray?
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. The question is, which of you has the profile that most resembles the murderer?
Donald's going to be too obvious because he's like a violent person.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
She's like conniving and smart. It's her. Donald isn't very smart. That one. So he's 2 out of 3 and he likes trains. So, not him? That one? Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald may share many character traits with the murderer, but he does not have his cold indifference. He has a temper. It is hard to imagine him planning anything. Also, jealousy is his motive, and crimes of passion are rarely planned.
So it's not the drug
Right,
Scotsman.
I suppose it's my turn to be subjected to the same scrutiny.
Yes,
Absolument, Mr. Clark.
you're a twat. It's a match. Shoot him.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
So I'm still betting on 4 grey. I can't be bothered to read the tiny writing. Should the lack discipline part counts him out. Ah, so he's generous. Make the book. So this last one. So he's a match? Or are we gonna
As you have all seen,
like
there
make
is a
it out like
disturbing
it's him and
similarity
then
between
Four goes,
Mr.
no, I
Clark's
didn't,
profile
don't
and that of
arrest
the
him, I
killer.
love him.
In
And she
actual
doesn't.
fact, it is exactly the same.
Mr. Poirot, your psychological studies are interesting, but your conclusions do not add up. Why would I have wished my brother's death? The inheritance is lawfully mine. I just have to wait.
No, you had to act quickly. Because of Miss Grey. Mademoiselle, although you haven't been telling the truth, there is no doubt in my mind that you would have found a way to marry Sir Carmichael after Lady Clark's death.
Oh.
For you, Mr. Clark, it was a disaster. If Miss Grey had children by your brother, you would not have inherited a thing.
Oh no.
You realized the danger after reading several letters from Comside, especially one in which your brother opened his heart to you. So you hurried home from China, and you took action. In truth, Cust was no more than a puppet manipulated by the real culprit.
For grey.
You, Mr. Clark.
Such an imagination, Mr. Poirot. In fact, nobody manipulated Cust. The famous instructions he received by post. He wrote them on the typewriter. We know that for sure.
How do you know?
Oh no. You know perfectly well. That is not true.
They let you stay
Eh bien,
there.
voilà. Light has now been shed on the ABC murders.
Your theories are ingenious, but you haven't any proof.
One point to him. For the moment, I have no material proof. Either I admit to it, or I bluff. One thing proves it. A carton of Place cigarettes you stole from Mrs. Asher and found at your home.
You have nothing on me. You're bluffing, Mr. Poirot. Come on, Thora, there's nothing for us to do here.
Don't touch me.
Hastings, shoot him.
Thora!
I understand why you never wanted to lend me your new typewriter, and why you were searching through your brother's things. And the hole you dug on the moors. What did you hide there? The knife you used to kill your brother?
All right. Well played. I lose. The game's up.
Wow, okay. That was disappointing. I still got it wrong. Oh, I didn't put blanks now.
Don't come near me! I'll never let you take me, Mr. Poirot.
Okay. So who gets the inheritance now? Do I get it for solving the crime? Shit, I should have put the blanks in the gun.
Took the law into his own hands.
He had no right. He should have paid for his crimes. I should have expected.
Let's go
what
back
he
and
did.
start from the beginning.
Come on, Poirot.
No.
Everybody makes
You
mistakes.
fucking idiot.
Exactly. Hastings, if one day I sound pretentious, please whisper these 3 letters in my ear. ABC.
Thank
They
God
shall
it's over.
remind me that we all have our limits, even me.
Yay, are we done? Can I go now?
Disappointed at having missed the
Okay.
chance to become Lady Clark, Thora Grey left England.
Where's Dick Dunbar narrating?
Donald Fraser and Megan Barnard married.
Aww, ain't she pretty? He looks like a...
On Poirot's recommendation, Mary Drower started to work for Lady Clark. The elderly lady's condition suddenly took a turn for the better.
She cured her
And a few
cancer.
months later, to Dr. Logan's great surprise, she was back on her feet again. According to this eminent physician, it appears to be an extremely rare case of spontaneous remission.
That's bullshit.
Lady Clark has enjoyed very good health ever since.
She was literally a corpse, so unless Thora Grey was actually poisoning her. Or the other guy.
Journal of an Innocent. The incredible story of ABC. As for A.B. Cust, after being advised by Poirot, he made a great deal of money by selling his story to the
Oh, at least
press.
it worked out for him.
And as for me, and with business booming, the Black Swan has become the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Yorkshire, even more popular than York Minster.
And as for Poirot, well, he's going on some more adventures. But not with me, because I'm not playing any more games like this. Okay, so that was the ABC Murders by Agatha Christie, the game. It's a time waster. It's very repetitive. The mechanics aren't really exciting enough to really maintain my interest. And I must admit, I was getting frustrated at the end because I just couldn't be bothered to play it anymore. But I should imagine it's fairly cheap on Steam if you're wanting to play a game that passes the time. Although you've just watched this and seen the ending, so I don't know why you'd bother. But, you know, if this is your sort of thing, it's done reasonably well. I can't say I'll ever play it again. I'm going to uninstall it as soon as I finish this video. But thank you for watching this series. I'll be back with more. I have more games to play. I know what I'm playing next. So, subscribe to The Dark Place, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to click off the credits because I can't be bothered to watch them.